Bob Marley's music gave people a lot of hope.
That's why I was saying that when you love someone, to make them rethink some of their actions.
No matter what you do, have a good woman beside you as a wife. Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this YouTube channel, and today we'll be looking at a very interesting movie, one that everyone has actually watched. We've seen reviews about it. It's about a legendary musical icon who has done a lot for a lot of young artists in the music industry, talking about Africa and the world in general. Is the legendary reggae musician Bob Marley, and the title of the movie is Bob Marley One Love. I remain your humble host, Nedu. My friends call me Odogu. Since you are my friend, you can call me Odogu. And I have here with me
Tisé Benson is my name, and thank you for having me on CynEdgy TV, Odogu.
All right, you're welcome. Let's dive straight into what we have for today. Bob Marley One Love, the movie. You've seen the movie.
Yeah.
The first time you saw the movie, what was your impression about the movie?
Yeah, well, for one, I didn't actually know Bob Marley when he was alive. For people of my age that they didn't have the opportunity to listen to his music while he was alive. The movie gave us a chance to actually know what it was like to to be Bob Marley.
Okay.
Let me put it that way. It gave us the opportunity to like, okay, this is what you didn't see Bob Marley was alive. This is what you guys missed. Let me put it that way. And I think I like what they did with the fact that they didn't just tell Bob Marley's story. They also like promoted the Jamaican culture. And since we are diving straight into it, let me just say this. Let me say this too, that for someone that he didn't grow up feeling the love, his father was not someone that liked him to be around. There was a scene in the particular movie that his parents were conversing, and his dad was like, this is not my child.
Yeah, he wasn't sure, and due to the kind of setting they had then and all that.
So he didn't grow up having the love. And while he was telling the story too, he made us understand that his mother traveled to Delaware. So it shows that his parents were not they were not there for him. And for him to now be someone that he didn't grow up feeling the love, but he was ready to infect people with love.
Exactly.
He infected people with love. So I think I like that about him. And he's actually very, very surprising that someone that didn't grow up to feel love from his parents and people around him is now someone that is infecting people with love. Because to me, it does not make sense while your country is in the middle of a civil war, you say you want to do a concert.
A love concert.
A love concert that will bring people together.
I think I should take you back to that point where you said that someone who didn't experience love, that you see it strange and weird giving out love, because there's this saying that you can't give what you don't have. But I feel it has some sort of psychological undertone. Someone who didn't experience love, okay, someone who experienced love, let's say, for instance, it's natural for him to, or the person to dish out love and express love. But someone who didn't experience love will feel, in a way to experience it, I need to, give it out. Or what I didn't experience, I don't want other people to feel the same way.
Yeah, so well, that's another way of putting it. That's another way of putting it.
And sincerely, the guys that played the role of Bob and Rita, I think every other person was just a supporting act in the movie.
They actually, they brought the role to life. They played it really, really well. They played it really well. And the guy that played Bob Marley, especially Kingsley Ben Adir, he like I said, I didn't grow up knowing Bob Marley. So like he made
I also
me
didn't
feel
grow up knowing Bob Marley, although we heard his song. He died, I think, before 1990s. He really died early. Out of cancer, I think at the age of 30 something or so.
Where I'm driving at is the guy that played the role, Kingsley Ben Adir. he played it to perfection. Although when I started watching it, I was like, okay, I had this thought in my head that they could have used, they could have used Jamaicans instead of putting, most of these American artists through the stress of learning the patois language, going through all of that. They could have used Jamaican actors and actresses to like portray the role and bring out the culture properly. But when you look at it, it also shows how far and wide Bob Marley went.
True.
Because it's not just in Jamaica alone. In the movie, we saw that he went on tour to Germany, to Netherlands, to to UK,
even to London. Yeah,
he even came down to Africa.
Yeah.
So
Zimbabwe.
it shows how he really infected the world with his love, so to say.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll give kudos to these guys, Ben.
And talking about Lashana Lynch as an actress, over the years I've been watching some of her movies, and she played I can't remember the name in that movie, Woman King. I can't remember her name in the movie, but no,
yeah,
she was exceptional, and she's an athletic lady who evolves, who puts herself in any role she plays. In fact, I can even say that she's a lot of people's crush. She has grown to be one of my crushes. Yeah, let me put it that way.
She also appeared in a couple of Marvel movies, and that's to show that the diversity. She can do sci-fi, she can do biopic, she can do this and that. So it's really, really cool.
Well, sincerely, I've seen negative reviews about the movie. Some people are like that the movie really didn't portray the life and times of Bob Marley. The question that comes to mind is that, do they want it to be like a series or anything? It just shows little parts of it. Okay, it shows the part that Bob Marley loves jogging and football. He loves family, aside music. He loves his family. He didn't give birth. He has a lot of children who didn't come from Rita. Came from other affairs, and he has, I think, 7 sons or so: Ziggy, Damien, Rohan, Stephen, Julian, Robert, and Kimani. These are his sons. 7 sons apart from the daughters he has. Out of these 7 sons, I think only 2, Ziggy and maybe Stephen, are from Rita. The rest, but they all see themselves as one. And almost all of them took after their father. They are into music in one way or the other. Ziggy is the first one who spearheaded, who took the cross of the movie production. I saw an interview with Lashana Lynch, who played Rita. She said,
even when I knew the film was being made, I didn't know what capacity they would include Mrs. Marley. I was determined to meet her. I read her book. I scoured the internet, watched all the YouTube videos, exhausted all that, and then met her and sat with her, literally legs crossed on the floor, just looked at her and was like, I have better questions for you. But I'm not going to ask those. I'm just going to put my notebook away and just let you pour out in the way that you think I need. Because she very clearly saw my energy from the moment I walked in the room. She could feel it. And she told her daughter Sharon that, who was there at the time. Mum says she sees your energy. She sees who you are. She sees your spirit. But I ended up going on 2 occasions and spending a few hours just jamming, eating. But that was a really rich spiritual experience for me. And it really gave me the chance to sit with not the responsibility of what I'm going to be going throughout this process, but the kind of like the honor. The honor of speaking up for her and giving her a voice within the film and really telling her face to face, I've got you. Please know I'm not here for no dilly-dally. I'm here to represent you. Anything you need, just tell me. Anything that you don't want in the film also, tell me. Because privacy is very important to me and to her. And I wanted her to feel like she was in safe hands. She messaged me the other day, I just remembered this, saying, I had a magazine cover come out, and she said, I read the words and like I'm really, really proud, and I see you as more than a sister now. And I was like, I got it in the morning, was all, well, let me just rub my eyes and read that again. What? She's so giving and so open in spirit that you can't help but to be in the house and be like, I need to meet you on your level. Even
Rohan, one of his sons, made it known that
this movie, right? Our brother Ziggy, big brother Ziggy, it's been in the works for 5 years.
Oh wow!
He's also the one that was mainly behind Marley, the documentary.
I just watched that.
Yeah,
Who Shot the Sheriff?
No, not that one.
Not
the one that Marley's called.
Okay.
That one is we don't know who did that one, but it's out there. But as far as family,
right?
And then this one now, finally, when Ziggy, did all the research, find the right people, that the cast and all the things that he needed for the film, got the money he needed to make the film happen. He did that.
Wow.
And most importantly, the relationship that we have with not only the cast members, but the main actor, the actress, the producers, and some of the directors, it was just very, very much an intimate film, you know, and very personable because we're able to kind of talk to Kingsley about, you know, some of our dad's ways and like attitude,
his mannerism,
right. And Kingsley himself, he's so point on as an actor, you know what I mean? He
That's an actor playing Bob.
Just as a, yeah, because it's craft. You know, that's his craft.
Right.
But to be able to tap in and reach that level, well, it's truly impressive, bro.
Right.
And we love that. And this film, as you said, it's really a family certified, family made.
All right.
You know, Ziggy, Sidella, Mama Rita, the entire family, myself and Steven, you know, we're always there in support. All the brothers, sisters.
Right.
So it's really a family and thing, as well as my dad's friends.
Right.
The sons of the musicians are playing their dads.
Oh, really? Oh, no, I didn't know that.
And a lot of, so a lot of cast is Jamaica. And then again, the amount of people that were able to like get a job in Jamaica because
of the movie.
Yeah, because of the movie was another good thing. We're proud of that. So
He's still working from heaven. He's still working from heaven.
All day long.
Yeah, goddamn.
Growing up, right? I had to come to terms with what you just said. You know what I mean? Being that, you know, our father is not just my father. You know what I mean?
Right.
So one at a time, I had to really like be like, wow, you know. And it was a point in life where there was an instance that kind of put us in our place.
Right.
And it was one day, most of the times at Hope Road in Jamaica, at my dad's place, everyone come check him, you know, like if you need any type of help, you know, youth from the streets.
Right.
This particular day, though, these guys...
In Jamaica, you said?
Yeah,
okay.
in Hope Road. Bob Marley Museum, what it's called today.
Right.
But these youths, right, growing up, they were street boys, but they are also acrobats.
Right.
So during the week, they'll come to Hope Road and they do all kind of flips and thing and you know.
And then the rest of the week they'll shoot you.
No, I mean, no, on the hustle, they watch the windscreen.
Oh, okay.
They're good boys.
Okay.
So one Sunday now, my brother and I, Steven, we're in Hope Road, and you know, this is a Sunday, man.
Right.
And they showed up at the gate.
Right.
So we kind of walked down to the gate and kind of told them, we said, listen, today it's our day.
Right.
You know, you can't take your asses home.
Right.
We didn't say that, but but our dad, he was kind of watching us from upstairs.
Right.
So he called us, Stephen, Rohan, come upstairs.
All right.
We go upstairs now. He said, you see those boys outside? Let them inside.
And this is the street guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
And at the time, there was a guy, like, on Sundays, the ice cream man come around. And he ride a little fudge, he ride a little bike, you know, with the fudge on the back, the ice cream on the back. He said, you see the boys? Go downstairs, buy them all ice cream, and watch them eat ice cream.
Wow.
So, you know, as youth, and you know, my father is kind of, you know, when he talks strong.
Right.
So you're kind of shaking.
Right.
So, but what we realize is that our father really was trying to teach us a lesson that it wasn't just about, you know, his children on the inside. It's about the children that don't have more, you know what I mean? So right then and there, we learned the principles about, you know, when you have to share.
Right.
And that was a part of it. And that's kind of was his role to those youths. It wasn't even about us. It's about, like you said, how those youths saw my father in regards to what he do for them as youth, just growing up, you know? So we were kind of in the way. They didn't come to see us.
So that's to show you the kind of love he shares around. And let's look at the kind of music he puts out. Music that speaks about unity and love. Those were the music that made him stand out among others. And he organized a unity concert to bring two opposing political rivals together, but that also wanted to take his life because an assassination attempt was made on his life. I think he was shot on the arm. His wife was shot on the head, actually.
If not for her dreadlocks.
Sincerely, I heard that and I was like, what? If not for her dreadlocks.
part of his life, the way he lived his life, is what you hear in his music.
Yeah.
And his type of music is what I'll classify as real music.
Yeah,
because
real music,
you
evergreen.
you can't be preaching about unity and then you have street boys coming to your
And
house
you don't
and
live
yes,
that kind of life.
you're not what you preach in your music is not what you're living by. It goes against and I think that's one of the reasons why till today people still love Bob Marley. And it's not just football, it's not just music people too that love him. Ajax, a football club in Netherlands, they use his song. They play songs in their stadium, three little beds. And one of their jerseys, they have a limited edition jersey in the name of Jamaica because of Bob Marley. So you see, his message of unity and love has spread far and wide through Jamaica. And I think is like a blueprint to every musician out there that okay, you don't just go about rapping about okay, I have a Bugatti, I have five good drinks, I have this and that,
all the girls, all the and all that.
And then when you are done with your music, you are back home soaking gari. Like you are not preaching.
No, some people
not
actually
living what you are preaching.
Some people actually live what they preach. If they say they have a chopper in the car, I have all that.
No, it's fine.
They
if you do that,
it's fine. But to me, I still feel singing about frivolity and material things. I'm not saying it's bad though, but to me, that's not music. It entices the young ones of every generation. Music is the food of the soul. It should talk about, it should help people. It should talk about your story, people's story, what people pass through. It should give people hope. Exactly.
Issues,
Bob Marley's music gave people a lot of hope. That was why after the assassination attempt made on his life, he had to leave for London. That was where he stayed and started putting out music and got
that was when he produced
Exodus album. Bob Marley and the Wailers, the Exodus album. And you discover that these two rival parties, political rivals, through their thugs, came to visit him to come and organize a concert so that they can come together to bring about unity in Jamaica. And it speaks a lot about the content he's putting out.
They saw him as a symbol of unity. Like, okay, we can't be united without Bob Marley.
Because he's a man of the people. He's a man of the people.
Everyone in Jamaica loved, and till today they still love him. I've not been to Jamaica, but I mean, from that movie, what I saw with that movie, they still love him.
The way they love him, well, I don't know. Can you say that the kind of love they show to Bob Marley, even after his death, it can be compared to the kind of love Nigerians or Africans show to Fela Anikulapo Kuti?
It's similar though.
Okay.
It's similar though, but I'll put Bob Marley up there.
Because Bob Marley preaches unity. He speaks about his environment.
Fela does the same thing too. He attacked the political leaders.
No, you won't say he sings about unity in a way. He sings about the truth. He says the truth, but his songs are kind of antagonistic. He's always attacking the government of the day. His songs are enlightening. He opens people's eyes and say, this is what is going on. In fact, his songs can be referred to as prophecy. He made mention of certain things in his songs that are happening right now. You understand? So a lot of people in the government, a lot of people who are close to the government, a lot of people who have people in the government or who have affiliations with the government would not like those songs. Even right now on radio, before you can play Fela songs on radio, it's fine.
You won't play the whole thing. It's
just few segments or few tracks from his album or from his songs. Although he has a lot of albums,
two of them are quite similar. They talk about societal and political issues. But I think what Bob Marley does is he talks about them, but he tells you that okay, everything is going to be alright.
That was why I said he sings a song of hope. He gives hope to the people.
Everything's good. But Fela just opens your eyes to see that this is what is going on.
There was a scene in the movie. Bob has been diagnosed of cancer. His wife came around. He started doing a song, like a love song. Rita said something. She said, among all the songs you make, I prefer your love songs. It sets her in the mood. And even though they had their little issues and all that. In fact, I normally say something. No matter what you do, have a good woman beside you as a wife. even if you're doing rubbish, that woman, if she adores you, if she respects you, if she loves you, she will back that rubbish up you're doing. She will back that rubbish.
And backing it up will even make you see that, okay, it will even make you come to your senses
and see that,
because you can't keep treating someone like trash and then the person keeps loving you to give you some type of feeling that, okay,
I'm doing something wrong.
Why has this person not left? So I mean, their match was made in heaven.
Sincerely, a lot of lessons, in fact, can be learned from the life and times of Bob Marley.
The love was there. The movie is just perfect. The title, One Love. His love for family, his love for music, his love for country, his love for
humanity
in general. Like, just love was oozing all around him.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, everyone that was around him, skip, regardless of what they were doing. If they were making music, or they were smoking, or they were playing football, or they were jogging, they were always smiling.
True. And another thing I learned from the movie is that there's a way you show love till it comes back to haunt you. What I mean is, you love to a fault. Let's take the scenario of Bob Marley and his manager, Don Taylor. He didn't know what Don Taylor was doing. What Bob Marley needed at that point was money for transport, money for food, money to take care of the whole crew. As far as the whole crew is okay, he's fine. He doesn't care about riches or anything. That was due to the love he has for everyone. But the good woman he has beside him, Rita, exposed it. Can't you see that Don Taylor is ripping you off? He wanted to host a concert in Africa. And the point of hosting the concert in Africa was not to make money, it was just to share love.
Yeah.
But Don Taylor started collecting money from promoters, huge amounts of money. You understand? And it really got to Bob, and he showed another side of Bob.
Yeah.
The street side.
He can be loving, but don't take the fact that he loves you for granted. It will bring out another thing in him. And another point I want to bring out is the guy that shot him.
Yeah.
He had the chance to
retaliate, to revenge and everything,
because he saw the guy clearly. Like, he saw his face.
He's someone who is known in the
like, he saw him, he knows him, like, from head to toe. You can describe him. If the police had asked him to, like, okay, give us a sketch of this guy, and he would have been able to give them the perfect picture. But, you know, at the end of the day, that's why I was saying that when you love someone to a fault, it will make them, you know, rethink some of their actions. You see, the guy, after he shot Bob Marley and everything, and he saw that, okay, he had the clear-cut chance to, you know, hurt him back, but Bob didn't take it. He then came back again
to apologize.
I'm sorry. So it shows how loving that, no matter how you hurt him, he's still going to love you regardless.
True. Sincerely, is a huge lesson we humans generally need to learn. Things shouldn't be taken for personal. Sincerely, we should live life, we should love life, we should enjoy life, and, you know, live it as though we will give account for the kind of life, because a lot of people feel this life is my own. But the truth of the matter is, this life is yours, but you will give account to the man that created you up there at the end of it all. So live it knowing that one day you're going to surrender and give account. So generally, the movie Bob Marley, One Love, on Rotten Tomatoes, it was rated at 92%. Rotten Tomatoes is like a platform where Hollywood movies are being rated. So for it to be rated 92%, every other thing that anybody is saying is just, I would say, it's just trash. So sincerely, some people said that the resemblance with Bob Marley, that's talking about Kingsley Benadu, that there's no clear-cut resemblance.
No, of course you can't.
Do you want to carve someone that looks exactly?
It's not possible for you to get. Even if you go to Jamaica, you call all their men out. You can't get
except
even
maybe
his kids.
Except maybe the kids, but the kids are not the sons are not actors. But they got someone who could perfect the role well. It's not a day job. You would have watched clips of Bob Marley, his dance steps. In fact, those dance steps on the stage,
like at the end of the,
they showed the real Bob Marley, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
When they were showing it in the movie, because, you know, like I said, I've never seen anything about Bob Marley. And I was like, okay, does he
Bob
actually
Marley
dance?
do it?
Does he
Exactly.
actually dance like this?
That's
And
actually
then at the end
dancing.
when they were showing short clips, I was like, okay, he actually got
With the
it right.
whole
And then,
costume and
and
everything.
how he does his hair too.
flips. Man, no.
Nah,
That's as an actor. When I see such act and display of professionalism, no, I give respect to Kingsley Ben-Adir and Lashana Lynch, the two main acts. So generally, it's all about love. And again, there was something you mentioned some time ago concerning the habit of smoking that some other people see as drug abuse and bad habits. Well, smoking in front of children.
Yeah, there was a scene where he was smoking, like after they had their football session and all of that, and they were going back home. He was in the vehicle. Yeah, in the vehicle. He was holding a breast in front of his kids, and I was like, okay. What is the Nigerian man in me was like, okay, what is going on here?
What lesson?
what are you telling your kids? And then and now came back that okay, they are not in Nigeria. They are Jamaicans, and they don't even see it as drug abuse. They call it herbs.
Yeah.
So it's just like our own Ado Jen that we take it.
Well,
that's what it is.
That's the way you see it, but it's just a thing of culture, if we can put it that way. In fact, smoking, I can say, started from the Caribbean, from Jamaica and the neighboring countries around. Some people don't even call it herbs; they call it herbs of revelation. When you take it, you see visions. It opens your mind. I don't know. My own take on it is that health-wise, at some point, it will start deteriorating your health.
Yeah, of course. There's nothing you take too much that won't have an effect. Even water. If you take water too much, yes, it has its effect. So yes, definitely there's Yoruba people will say everything lo ni ṣùgbọ́n títí and for how long.
Yeah, everything
has its yes, except the grace of God. So there's nothing that you take too much that won't have an effect, no matter how nutritious it is, no matter how you say it's good. If you take it too much, 247, 365, it's going to tell.
Well, for me, I still feel it's still, as far as the laws of this country is concerned, and my own personal law, I still feel it's a drug abuse. Something that I won't want my own kids to take. I feel it's bad.
Knowing Nigerians, I feel like we are going to abuse.
Exactly. Not even we are going to abuse.
We are already abusing it.
Look at the likes of Kolos. How will you take something and before you know it's as though you are hanging? You will be aware, but you are hanging in the air. Jeez, it's crazy.
But to them, I feel like to them is already part and parcel of them,
and they take it naturally. Even the so-called prophet and man of God that has long dreads.
That was hanging around his neck. So it's already a part and parcel of them. You saw a scene where they were all around campfire and they were sharing stories, they were enlightening each other, and they were also passing blood. I feel like that is another way.
That's their own way they show love.
Yeah, they show love.
Well, that's about Bob Marley One Love, the movie. And for those who have not seen the movie, it's one movie you need to go and check out.
Sorry for the spoiler.
Well, it has been out, actually. It's been out for, I think, since January or February. It's been out in cinemas, and even the pirated ones, we've seen it. So try to go see the movie. And those that are giving bad reviews about it, well, I don't know where you're coming from. Although some of them are mentioning the fact that they love Bob Marley, but the movie did not depict the life and times of Bob Marley. I think they should go and produce a series and start.
No, I mean, a series.
Who Bob Marley is from birth.
A series might not be bad, but I feel like they'll be doing too much.
It will be too much. I don't get it. For a biopic, I don't know. For a biopic, it will
for me, they did what they wanted to. What their main aim was to tell us that in a time of trouble, there was one man that was ready that was ready to unite the whole country. He was not a politician; he was just a musician. He just wanted to, sing and bring the people together.
It is only love that will prevail.
Yeah. So yes, that will be all on Bob Marley One Love. Thank you for watching with us all through. If you are here, then we are at the end of the video. And don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends, your enemies. Show love to everyone.
Exactly. We're talking about love. Show love to everyone by sharing this video, by subscribing, and also by liking it. Till we meet again on another edition. Bye. Peace.